lettuce beds. It's time I got my lettuce beds back growing. We just got back from 4th of July weekend and out of town. We were out of town. And so I've decided I need to get my lettuce beds back growing good. Went to cook yesterday and I didn't have any lettuce, and well, that just sucks. So I'm going to get back on my lettuce. I had set up this grow bed as an aquaponics system to work with my fish pond. And I've decided not to go that route. I ran into some issues. I've done this hydroponic method before. It's called the Kratky method. And pretty much this method is you get a container, you fill it with water, and you plant your plants in it, and they grow directly in the water. You don't have to, you don't pump the water, you don't aerate the water. You just use a hydroponic fertilizer. That's all you need to use. And you let it sit in the water, and you just let the plant grow. And as the lettuce sucks up the water level drops, and that allows the plant to absorb oxygen, because it also needs oxygen, of course, not just water. So it's called the Kratky method. You might want to look it up, look into a little bit more, find a little bit more information. I've done this in the past and had great luck with it. I mean, I've had really good luck with it. It works great. It's very simple, easy to do. You can grow lettuce wherever. This is how I have these beds set up. These are 2 foot by 3 foot. These are concrete mixing buckets. You can get these from Home Depot, Lowe's. These are about 20 gallons. They hold about 20 gallons of water. And it's pretty much what we do. And then I made this top. And these are just regular net pots. They're 2-inch net pots. I cut some holes in it. There's a total of 12 holes per container, and I have 3 containers here that I'm going to be using. But the plan is, what I'm going to do is I'll plant 6, and then I'll wait 2 weeks, and I'll plant 6 more, and then I'll wait 2 weeks, and I'll plant 6 more, and 6 more, and so forth. So I'll have pretty much a 3-month backlog of plants. So once I planted these should be just about done. I've been eating on them, and I can just start over. Start planting here, refill it up, plant, and just keep rotating and rotating and rotating throughout the year. That's the plan, and I know it'll work. Like I said, I've had great luck using the Kratky method, and this is I've gotten 5 pounds a few years. This is about 3 or 4 years old, actually. This is probably about a 5-pound bag is what I got of this fertilizer, and it's a 4-18-38 blend. I think I got it from Kelp for Less online. It's if you just look up 4-18-38 blend hydroponics fertilizer, you'll be able to find it. It's pretty much just like good for tomatoes. If you get anything that'll work for tomatoes, you can grow whatever. Lettuce doesn't take a lot of nutrients or anything to grow, so it doesn't really matter. You can get whatever, it works. So just get your hydroponic formula, whatever you want to go with, and just mix it however the instructions say mix it, and put it all together, and you can grow lettuce, a lot of lettuce. I was growing lettuce, huge lettuce, I mean like this, in 30 days. So we're going to, I'm going to get started on that, finishing this up. I had cut some holes in these because, again, I was using it for aquaponics system, and now I'm going to have to seal these holes up, which is no big deal. I've already done this one here. I've patch the holes that I cut in it, and rather than buying new buckets, I just decided I'll just patch the holes and reuse them. It's really not that big a deal, it just holds water. Okay, so the first thing I want to do here is I need to fill this up. Well, how much fertilizer do I use? It's pretty much a tablespoon per gallon of water is what the mix calls for on here. This is about this is about 20 gallons, but I only have 12 plants. So I usually go a tablespoon per plant. So I'll go about 12 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more, and I just measured it out, and how that came out to be was I just used about 1/4 of a cup of the fertilizer here. That's all I do for this whole tub. So I just take that and I'll pour it in here. Like so. And then I just need to get the water hose. Stick the water hose in there. And start filling it up. Try and use my hands. Mix it up a little bit as it's going. So my plan is to stay on top of this. I'm going to set up a schedule on my calendar on my phone, so that every 2 weeks I'll have a reminder, hey, you need to plant 6 more plants. And I'm going to really try to stay on top of it so that we'll always have our greens, our lettuce. Now the type of lettuce we're going to be growing is, we do multiples. I do different kinds and kind of mix them up so that we have a variety. Like this is some butter crunch lettuce. This is, what kind is this? It's a 4 Seasons lettuce. Not really sure about that. And then we have black seeded Simpson. And then we have Livingston seed. I'm not sure what, oh, this is a baby romaine. Baby romaine. So anyway, I just do a mix. So sometimes I'll do some of this, and then I'll do a little bit of this. I just kind of mix them up so you get different plants. The ones we like a lot is this black seeded Simpson. This is really good in salads and stuff. So I'll plant probably a little bit more than this. These are good. I like these too. The butter crunch, I think Tamara likes the butter crunch a lot, so I'll plant some of them as well. But anyway, so that's pretty much the plan. And my these little 2-inch net pots that I use, I just reuse them. So I'll grow the plant, and then when I'm done with it, I'll take it out, break it off, break the roots off, and save the net pot and reuse it. I mean, I've had these for years, and I've reused these a lot of different times. And that's about done. We're overflowing now in the back. We have enough water here to pick up. Okay, so now that we have that done, we need to make us some water or some media to go in the net pots. And this is just pretty much peat moss is what I've been using. I've used a pea gravel. I mean, pea gravel works great. But I like the peat moss better, I think. It's really cheap. You can get it, didn't take much. This is all dry, so I'll need to wet this down with some water that has the hydroponic solution in it, and get it all wet, and then I'll plant my seeds. So let's get started on that. I just got some water out of the bucket that has the solution, and I will mix this all up. I'll make a mess. Now I just gotta get this all wet. Peat moss can be a pain to get wet. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 6 net cups, and I'm going to fill them up about halfway. There. So now I'm going to take my lettuce, and let's see, let's start with some black seed Simpson. That's one of our favorite. These seeds are so small. I usually put like 3 in each one. So I know at least one of them will take. Alright, we'll do 3. We'll do 3 of these black seed Simpsons. Okay. And this is it says maturity to 45 to 50 days. With this method we can do it in 30 days. This one's the same. This is Butter Crunch. So I'm going to do a couple of Butter Crunch. Okay, so I have these planted here, and these are still empty, and I don't want any light to get in there. So, and I don't want to get confused on which ones I've planted and which I'm not, so I have these blank things that I made that cover it up. It's just some rubber, and I cover them up like that. So that way I don't get confused on which one has been planted, which one's not. And it blocks the light out. So that's how I do that. Oh. There we go. So we'll just let them grow. And in 2 weeks I will plant these back here. And then 2 weeks from there, then I will plant some here, and then here, and then here, and then here. This is my mess that I just got through making. I gotta clean all this up, and we will be good to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and patch these holes. See these holes that I had in here from playing with trying to make an aquaponic. Well, I made an aquaponic system, but what ended up happening was I wasn't getting enough water flow through here, and the roots were getting in there and blocking it up, and I just didn't want to take the chance with my fish. I wanted to make sure my fish had a good amount of aerated water coming in. So now I just have it set up like this. The pump comes out here, water comes out here, it goes into this settling pond, and then it flows down, and into the pond. You can see how clear that water is, and see my fish. And then it overflows back over here, And then these plants that I have growing in here, they help clean up the water and take care of the water for the fish. It's its own little ecosystem, and it works great. This is my second pond that I built using this system. And you don't have to do any pond maintenance other than make sure the pump is clean and taken care of. See, the pump is down in there. And a 5-gallon bucket, and it comes up this hose, and then it pumps out right here. And that's that. Okay, so that is our Kratky method hydroponic system that I've got set up. Doesn't look like I'm having any leaks, which is good. I don't want that to leak anymore. So again, in 2 weeks I will plant these ones and we'll see what happens.